Peace, y'all. This is your boy Glitches and Mr. Quantum Create Intellect signing in. I'm just checking out on y'all family because you know I love y'all. Y'all my family, even though I don't know you, but I don't have to know you to love you. I can love you without knowing you. That's the true love. I don't have to love you by just seeing your physical verso or your physical biological body. I can love you. I feel you. I feel you watching me. I feel energy. There's something we call metaphysical energy. I can feel your metaphysical energy as long as you're vibrating high. You are within me and I'm within you. It doesn't get complicated than that. So the truest love that is out here doesn't have to include this third dimensional ish. It's beyond, it's past that third dimensional ish. It's past that dimensional ish. It's at the metaphysical level. Metaphysics is a thing, and we are interconnected, me and you, with the same thing. I'm not different from what I'm observing, and what I'm observing right now is my phone, so I'm not different from my phone. And when I'm not different from my phone, I'm not different from you, because I might observe any human being that I can come across. And you observing me right now. Metaphysics says this. You're no different from what you're observing. So you're observing me through the video. I'm observing my phone, right? But you're observing me. So therefore I'm no different from you. I'm just a part of your mind. Just reminding you how your mind works. I ain't got the keys. I ain't got the keys for you. I don't have the answers for you. Don't get me wrong. I'm just going to give you clues to what your mind is. And matter of fact, your mind is beyond. It's really, really beyond. Just you gotta truly awaken to the power of your mind. I'm slowly into the path of awakening to my mind. My mind is very, very fascinating. Scientists study the mind and still come up with nothing. Cause like with me, I'm only 3 years into spirituality, but the things that I've came up with, they mind blowing. They truly mind blowing. The mind is something that should be studied by people that know their studies, not scientists. Scientists are just big brained, big brain, big brained theorists. They're not practical with it. I'm practical with it because why should I be stuck up in the theory part? What would the theory part give me? It would just make my brains big without no satisfaction or beneficiary. So if I be practical about stuff, I see results in my real life, and then I come back to y'all and tell y'all that brain, the mind, is something fascinating because I've experienced it and I've benefited from it because I practically applied what I learned. So I come back to y'all and tell y'all that the mind is fascinating. So the mind has two hemispheres. So the two hemispheres of the mind, it's the left and the right. So we've been forced to operate on the left part of the brain, the mind. So the left part is actually the logical side. And the logical side, we're not actually logically thinking like adults. We're logically thinking into problems, we're logically thinking into adversary, we're logically thinking of anything that's associated to the negative entity. That's how we use our logic. We don't use our logic like adults. So we've been forced to that part of the brain, the left part of the brain, but we've been forced into the left part of the brain in the wrong way because we think about negative entities, negative thought forms. So the right part of the brain deals with imaginary, deals with creativity, it just deals with innovation and so on. So we actually abandon that part of the brain, the right part of the brain, As we was initiated into our teen years, we used to be connected to the right part of the brain as kids. Because some kids see imaginary friends, that's them being connected to the right brain. Some kids talk to themselves, that's them being connected to the right brain. So now you are disconnected to your from your right brain, therefore you disconnected to your inner child. The inner child in you is calling right now. Cause now you stuck up in problems. As a kid, you used to have no problems because you used to operate from your right brain, the creative side, because you creatively created this fantasia world for yourself, this fantasy world. You had no problems because you wasn't stuck up in the logical part of the brain, which is the left side. So now your inner child is calling for your help. And look at me as a subconscious piece that reminds you of you to wake up into you for you. Hope you get me. Look at me as a subconscious piece that reminds you to wake up you inside of you, which is your inner child. You need to wake and you need to take care of your inner child because your inner child is screaming. It's doing its best for it to be noticed. So take care of your inner child. How do you take care of your inner child? How do you nurture your inner child? Watch the cartoons that you used to love as a kid. It doesn't matter. Don't say you're an adult, you don't watch cartoons no more. That's the thing. Watch cartoons. The cartoons that you used to love. If you still got toys, unfortunately for me, I don't have my toys that I used to love as a kid. So I just watch the cartoons sometimes, though, sometimes that I used to love as a kid. That's me nurturing my inner child. And I got, like, look, I got my wallpaper as myself as a kid, as I was 6 years. I think I was 5 years. That's my wallpaper currently. So every time I open up my phone, I'm connecting to my inner child because I'm connecting to that version of me because I'm no longer the same version, right? So I'm connecting to that version automatically, subconsciously. So you gotta do things. I ain't gotta tell you everything. You gotta do things that connect you to your inner child. The inner child in you is screaming, like literally screaming within you. If you'd spend enough time within yourself, you would pay attention to that inner child that's screaming, and you would do something that would nurture the inner child that's screaming within you. I love y'all, and I love y'all inner childs. Love y'all.